Here now is 8-year-old Didier Montalvo. He faced a life of exclusion in his native Colombia because of a giant mole that covered the entire back of him like a shell. Thanks to a leading plastic surgeon here in Britain, Didier can now lead a normal life. He's here along with his translator, Faryal, leading UK skin doctor Veronica Kinsler, and Jodie Whitehouse, the charity that helped Didier come to the UK. Good morning to you all. If I can ask Didier first of all, what is life like now, Didier?
Didier, ¿cómo está tu vida ahora? Después de la operación.
No, a bit nervous.
Shy.
First off, bit shy.
Talking to his mother, he feels a lot lighter. He's been able to do a lot more sports. He's been running and playing football, which he loves. He has 3 Colombian shirts.
Good.
Fantastic.
Oh, do you know what? It's nice to see him. I'm a bit nervous. It's understandable. Only 8. I mean, dear me, what a lot to face at 8. Veronica, this is, and from the pictures that we've seen, and we're familiar with this, I mean, it's a terrifying issue here. How common is it?
Well, we have a lot of it in the UK as well. I mean, this has really highlighted the problem.
As extreme as this?
We do. I mean, Didier's mole grew a lot, but we have a lot of children whose moles are as big as this and cover as much of their skin as this. About 30 new babies are born in the UK every year with this condition as bad as this, and we get to see them all at Great Ormond Street.
So presumably when babies are born with this condition, they get picked up much earlier and at a much younger age in the UK than perhaps in Colombia, where Didier comes from. And therefore, is it easier to treat, or is it harder because the baby then grows?
Yes, in fact, there is no treatment for it. Sometimes surgery is used, as in this case, if you really have to do it for moving around, but it's not a cure. The mole is growing back. The reason Didier has come is because we've got research here to try and find a cure for this, a medical treatment for this.
What are the options here on him for someone like Didier or anyone else that you've treated in terms of maintaining this position of having no growth like this on their back? I mean, is it possible? So
the amazing new story that we have is that last year we found the cause for this. It'd never been known before. Now we know the cause, and with funding from Caring Matters Now and Didier coming over to help, we are doing a collaborative treatment trial with the Beatson Institute in Glasgow, and we've for the first time managed to reverse this feature after birth. So with a medicine. So it's not published yet, we can't tell you a lot about it, but it is really going to be very exciting.
As long as we have that glimmer of hope, that is the main thing. I wonder if we can ask Didier, if he's a little bit more chatty, what it's like to meet other children with this condition.
Didier, ¿cómo fue conocer a otra gente que tiene la misma cicatriz que tú?
Bien.
He said it was good, and just before we came on, he was saying how it was actually good to know that not only he has this scar.
So losing the isolation, if you like. Look, Jodie, why was it so important for you to take action here?
Yeah, okay. So I'm from the charity Caring Matters Now, and I have the same condition as Didier on my back and my stomach. Yeah, in the same place. And for the first 15 years of my life, I had over 30 operations to try and remove the skin condition because so little was known about it. And then Dr. Kinsler came on board, and it has been a lifesaver, and has done amazing research where now we know what causes CMN. So we can seriously look at finding a lasting cure, which is phenomenal. We never thought we would get that far. So to bring Didier over to be a part of the research is just wonderful. And for him to meet other children with the condition as well, I think it's life-changing for him because he knows he's not alone. He's now part of a network. Even though we're in the UK, we can still be in contact with him a lot. So this is the beginning of a lasting friendship, I'd say.
And Jodie, how is the research being funded? Is that completely charitable, or is there some sort of government investment as well?
Well, it started off being through the charity Caring Matters Now, so we had to raise £80,000 a year, which is quite tough for a very small charity. So in 2011, 18 of us climbed Kilimanjaro. I kind of roped my dad and the sister and my friends into it, and we raised £80,000 through that one challenge. But in recent years, Dr. Kinsler has managed to get secure funding to kind of further the research quicker, because we can get there, but it's just the funding that stops us.
So does this give you hope, Jodie? So if you have CMN as well, that actually, presumably you have to keep going through operations, do you, if these recur and regrow? Does this give you personal hope for the future?
Well, my last operation was when I was 17,
right.
and I'm now 33, so it was quite a long time ago. But for me, my birthmark covers all my back and my stomach, and I have smaller moles. I'm quite happy in myself, and I don't see the need to remove it anymore. Where if it grew internally or if it caused any other issues, then I'd have to have surgery. But for me right now, that's not needed.
There is a risk of melanoma with this condition, so about 15% of people who have it this severely will die of melanoma, and that's the principal thing that we're trying to get
priority.
It's difficult, isn't it, to look at a condition which is so obviously disfiguring in this extreme, but it's wonderful that the progress is being made and that Didier is doing it a lot better, as are you, Jodie, which is good to know. I just want to show you some pictures of Didier with his host family. Oh, there you are, Jodie.
Yeah.
Lovely. No, but it's lovely, isn't it? I mean, it must be, I mean, for all of you, and hopefully for Didier as well, a very important time, a bonding time.
Very much so.
And with that little boy as well.
Yeah, Didier is staying with a family who has a little boy there with CMN. So that's the little boy that Didier first ever met, who has the same condition as him. So Didier's staying at his home for the next 4 days, so they're like best buddies now. Yeah. I was
going to say, Didier, is he your friend now, this boy?
Mateo es tu amigo ahora?
Sí.
Yeah. They played football a lot.
It's been great to see you all this morning, but of course, particularly Didier. Thank you for coming, Didier, this morning. I bet he'll be gossiping like there's no tomorrow as soon as we get there. Promise you that.